Okay, I want to.
Your mic's not on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Allen, Chairman Allen, for allowing me the opportunity. I want to clarify some statements that are floating around in the public. Recently, a Beaufort County Community College instructor passed out an optional assignment to some of our early college high school students, which was called, as we now have heard, the unicorn letter. This assignment was never approved by our board. It was never approved by Principal Paik, nor did we have any prior knowledge of it. And I want to make clear for the record and for the public to know that we as a board do not condone this type of assignment. Dr. Cheeseman, Principal Paik, Dr. Luke addressed this immediately as it happened. As I understand, Ms. Paik made calls that evening to all the parents. But I think it's important that you all know how the board feels about this. I want to take the opportunity before we get deep into our meeting and allow each board member present tonight to clarify their position by answering these two questions. Did you have any prior knowledge of this assignment? And do you condone this type of assignment now or in the future? And I'm going to start with Mr. Shreve.
If I can get this.
You got it.
I personally did not have any knowledge, and I certainly don't condone it. And since you brought this up, the individual that wrote the letter to the community, I contacted that person today and corrected that information per the meeting that Dr. Cheeseman clarified.
Thank you.
Everything. So nothing was said in response, but I did clarify that was incorrect. The information that was being sent out was incorrect based on the information that I had and we were told.
Right. Thank you. Ms. Booth?
Thank you, Ms. Walker. I have no knowledge of it, had no knowledge of it, and do not condone it.
Thank you. Mr. Williams?
It's a shame that you even have to ask.
Yes, please.
No, I didn't know about it ahead of time. No, I don't condone it then, now, or ever. So I just ask the public that is here today, when you leave this building, since there's so many people apparently in our community that love spilling out what is not true about our schools, spill out and feel free to go tell people what the real story is, that this board does not condone this kind of behavior and never has and never will. So please feel free to go do that, because the truth needs to get out. And the last thing that you didn't, well, you mentioned, but not, I want to make sure it's real clear. Just today, I'm hearing stories from the public, and by that I mean phone calls that people are calling me, that someone is going around saying just today that we voted on that issue. That issue was not voted on by this board. I'm sorry?
I said that kind of statements go around a lot about us, that we voted on
All the
things
time,
that
no,
we
it
didn't
don't.
all
It
the
doesn't.
time.
So we did not vote on that. So be sure to tell the general public, no, they don't condone it. No, they didn't vote on it. And if anybody says so, let's just say it's not true. Thank you.
Mr. Allen? Chairman
You know,
Allen?
no, and as I stated in another earlier meeting, when we discussed the High School Athletic Association comments, when I said it earlier, the good Lord made two genders and two genders only, so that's where I'm at. And that's male and female. Male and female. Today I have to say male and female. So, and I have to specify it.
I'm not going to call on you because you made your stance very clear at the last meeting. Mr. Carlton?
Okay, I had no prior knowledge of this going out, and I do not condone this type of conduct.
Thank you. Mr. Hickman?
I do not condone that type of assignment. Had no knowledge of it. I believe in real biology, and I'm not in those far-fetched theories.
Okay. Now, for those of you that have had to endure this, I thank you for your time, but I think it's important that the public knows the truth and where we stand as a board. We are together on this. We're not going to tolerate this. So when you do leave tonight, take the truth with you. That's all I ask. Take the truth with you. And thank you, Ms. Pate, for standing up for your students.
Thank you all. Thank you for this board, because I think, and I have a good feeling that we all stand and we all understand. And Mr. Hickman is exactly, we don't, that other stuff ain't even in our jitter. So, all right, we're gonna move on down the, line item.